Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. The title of our today's video is how to create OmniSend subscriber from Facebook lead ads leads. So I'm running a business and I'm using Facebook lead ads to promote my business, and I wish that as soon as I receive a new lead in my Facebook lead ads account, automatically a subscriber should be created in my OmniSend account too. For this, we are going to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and OmniSend. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So in Pabbly, we have the concept of trigger in action. For trigger, we are going to use Facebook lead ads, and for action, we are using OmniSend. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, follow me through the screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to learn how to create OmniSend subscriber from Facebook lead ads lead. For this, we are going to create a connection between our Facebook lead ads and our OmniSend account. To create this connection, I have already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as you'll open the landing page of Pabbly, you'll get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you'll get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting two applications, which is Facebook lead ads and OmniSend. So I'm going to click on access now. And now it is opening my dashboard, and to start with the automation I'm going to click on this button right over here which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as create OmniSend subscriber from Facebook lead ads lead. And then we are going to click on create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. By this, you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now we are going to select our trigger application, which would be Facebook lead ads, because I want that as soon as a new Facebook lead ad is submitted, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for Facebook lead ads and select it. And then for the trigger event, I am going to select new lead instant because I want that Pabbly should instantly capture the response. And then we are going to click on connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select existing connection. So if you have already connected your Facebook lead ads account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to click on add a new connection and then connect with Facebook lead ads. And then it will ask you for your Facebook account. So you have to click on continue. And yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Facebook lead ads account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the page and the lead gen form. So as you know, the name of our page is Craft Leads. So I'm going to search for Craft Leads right over here. I'm going to select it. And for the lead gen forms, I'm going to select lead generation forms because I want only the leads of this particular form should be created as a subscriber in my OmniSend. If you wish to create this automation for all your lead gen forms, you can select all lead gen forms or any another desired form. So after selecting my desired form, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as you can see that it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and we are going to read the notes, and it is saying do a test submission or record. So we are going to do a test submission. To do this, we are going to open a new tab and search for Meta for Developers. We are going to open Meta for Developers. And as you know that this is the landing page of Meta for Developers. From here we are going to go on more and then tools. And then we are going to scroll and select lead ads RTO debug tool. And yes, you can see that it is opening my lead ads testing tool. From here, we are going to do a test submission. So for the page, we are going to select Craft Leads. For the form, we are going to select lead generation forms. And then we are going to click on preview form. And now it is asking me for some details. So I'm going to fill in the dummy details. First name as demo. Last name as user. Email as demo@pabblytudes.com. And the phone number as this. So after filling in all these details, I'm going to click on next and then submit. And yes, you can see your test lead has been sent. This means that lead ads testing tool has sent our lead to our workflow Pabbly captured the response and triggered the workflow. So we are going to open our workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. Here's the first name, the last name, the same email and the same phone number that we entered. This means that our trigger step is successful, and now we are moving on to our action step. For our action application, we are going to select OmniSend because I want that as soon as a new lead is submitted in my lead ads testing tool, automatically a subscriber should be created in my OmniSend too. So I'm going to search for OmniSend and select it. And for the action event, I am going to select create subscriber. And then we are going to click on connect. And you can see again it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your OmniSend account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then it will ask you for an API key. So to get this API key, we are going to read the notes, and it is saying enter your API key here. To get the API key, log into your OmniSend, click on profile icon, then visit store settings, API key, and create an API key. So if you wish, you can follow the notes and open your API key. But the better option would be over here you can see the hyperlink of the API key. So we are going to click on this hyperlink. And yes, you can see that we have opened the store setting API keys directly from that hyperlink. So as you can see that I've created a lot of API keys, but we are going to create a new key for this video. So I'm going to click on create API key. And then I'm going to give my key a name, which is test key. And then I'm going to click on create API key. And yes, you can see that this is my API key. So I'm going to copy this key and then we are going to paste it in our workflow. After pasting this key, I'm going to click on save. And yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our OmniSend account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the line item. So for this, we are going to select phone because I want to create a subscriber with the help of the phone number of my lead. Again, for the line item, identifiers channels, I'm going to select SMS. And then for the line item, we are going to enter the detail we selected right over here. So if I have entered phone, I'm going to select the phone number of my lead. If you entered email, you have to select the email of your lead. So we are going to map this detail. Mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Facebook lead ads as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. So I'm going to open the response and then we are going to search for phone number because I selected the phone number as line item right over here. That's why I mapped the phone number. So after mapping my phone number, now this has become dynamic and this will change with every new lead received. So now my workflow is ready to run in real time because I mapped this. So we are going to move on forward and then it is asking me for the line item status. So I'm going to keep it as subscribed and then it is asking me for the status date. So I'm going to leave this field blank because this is not a required field. And then again, I'm going to leave the source also blank because it is also not the required field and I don't wish to add these details in my OmniSend. Directly, we are moving on to the first name. So we are going to map the first name too. I'm again going to search for name right over here and map the first name. We are going to do same for the last name. I'm going to search for last name and map the last name. Again, we are going to move on forward. We are going to leave tags as blank because this is not a required field. It is asking to send welcome email. So I'm going to select it as none. If you wish, you can also click it as true or false. And then we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for some more details. I'm going to leave these blanks because I don't want these details to add in my OmniSend. And also all of these details are not the required details. And then we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that our details have been created as a subscriber in our OmniSend too. So we are going to open our OmniSend account and check that if a new subscriber has been created in our OmniSend or not. And yes, you can see a new subscriber has been created with the phone number. So now we are going to test it once with the email too. So I'm going to open my workflow and instead of phone number, I'm going to select email right over here. So I'm going to select email and over here again, we are going to select email. And for the line item email or phone number, we are going to map the email of our lead right over here. So I'm going to search for email and map the email. I'm going to keep the rest of the details same. And again, we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that another subscriber has been created with the help of email. So we are going to open our OmniSend, refresh the page. And yes, you can see demo user demo@pablitudes.com has been created as a new subscriber with the help of email. This means that our workflow is successful. I'll just test the workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So I'm going to open my lead ads testing tool, delete the previous lead and refresh the page. It is really important to delete the previous lead and refresh the page, otherwise you will not be able to create a new lead. And now again we are going to select the page as craft leads, form as lead generation form, and again we are going to click on preview form. And now again we are going to fill in the domain details, first name as test, last name as user, email as test@pablitudes.com, phone number as this. So after filling in all the details, I'm going to click on next and then submit. And yes, you can see your test lead has been sent. This means that lead ads testing tool has sent our lead to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and created a new subscriber in our OmniSend account. So we are going to open our OmniSend and check that if a subscriber has been created or not. This time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. We'll directly open OmniSend, and then we are going to click on load more. And yes, you can see name test user, email test@pablitudes.com, subscribed. This means that our workflow is successful, and now I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. So for our trigger application, I selected Facebook lead ads. For our trigger event, I selected new lead instant. We connected our Facebook lead ads account with our Pabbly's workflow. It said waiting for a webhook response. So we generated a test response for Pabbly to capture. And then we moved on to our action step. For our action application, I selected OmniSend. For our action event, we selected create subscriber. We connected our OmniSend account with our Pabbly's workflow. And then we tested our workflow with the line item, identified type as email, and also the phone number. We mapped the details, and then we moved on to save and send test request. We mapped these details because we wanted this workflow to run in real time too. And over here you can see the 3 subscribers I created during this video. Over here are the 2 subscribers I created with the help of email and 1 with the help of phone number. So with this, our video is successful, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.